Hello, everyone, and welcome. Unfortunately, tonight's break has been postponed till next week. We didn't quite sell out all the spots. We're about 6 spots shy, so there are some spots still available if you're interested in getting into the break for next week. It will be for 2 boxes of 2023-24 Series 2, 1 box of 23-24 O-Pee-Chee, and 1 box of 23-24 Artifacts. Something different that I'm doing with the breaks moving forward, since Bedard seems to be all that anyone really cares about. I'm not going to assign Chicago. So Chicago is not a team that anyone will be assigned to. Instead, there will be 31 teams, 31 spots available for my breaks. And any Chicago cards that are pulled during the break will be randomized amongst everybody that is in the break. That gives everybody in the break a fair shot at a chance at some Bedard cards or other Chicago cards that might get pulled. Same goes for any redemptions. If there's redemption cards of any kind that aren't assigned to a team, those would get randomized as well amongst everybody in the break. So that's next week, Thursday, March 28th at 8 p.m. Atlantic time, 7 p.m. Eastern. In place of the break tonight, I thought, you know what? Why not open up some packs? So I'm going to open up some boxes here that I got at Walmart, which, by the way, things have gone absolutely insane. Take a look at this. This is exactly what the pricing was like at Walmart this evening. I took a look online, and we're looking at $175 for the Walmart exclusive. This is this box right here. Oops, put this down. This is $175 online at Walmart. This is 6 packs plus a bonus pack. This is a Walmart exclusive. You can only buy these particular boxes there. Maybe at Target as well. I'm not positive, but we don't have Targets here in Canada. So if there are some US folks watching, you can certainly correct me. But I know for sure in Canada, the only place you can buy this is at Walmart, or of course, if someone's reselling them. This is another one here that's a Walmart exclusive. This is a oversized blaster. This is where you get the oversized young gun that's inside. Also crazy priced, $125. Insane. Same thing. This one here is 12 cards per pack, 3 packs per box, and you get one oversized young gun exclusive to Walmart here in Canada. And as you can see on the screen, the tins, $300, which is absolute insanity considering that local card stores are selling them for about $175, $180, and this is Walmart. Let me, I guess, put a little bit of caveat there. Walmart doesn't actually sell these. This is provided by a third party. It is on the Walmart site, so it does look bad on them. It looks real bad on Walmart for them to be gouging. And this is nothing short of absolute gouging by the supplier of this particular product to Walmart. But Walmart is the reseller. They're the ones that are selling the product or allowing this person to sell product on their website at this kind of pricing. And Walmart should be absolutely ashamed to be putting product prices like that on their website, especially when you can get it for half that cost at a local hobby shop or local card shop. The blaster boxes, they're about $60 at a local card store. That's about equivalent to this. Of course, it doesn't come with the oversized young gun, but there is no oversized young gun other than maybe Bedard that might be worth adding the extra money to this particular box over a regular blaster box. So again, absolute craziness from Walmart, and I hope that Walmart is taking notice of some of this stuff, or people have said something. I know I have complained to my local Walmart and let them know that this kind of pricing is nuts, and their response thus far has been, well, it's not us that sells it. It's just like if you go to Best Buy or some of these other larger retailers, they're now essentially leasing web space to anyone. And so you can filter that out. If you want to buy strictly from Walmart, you can go to the filters on the Walmart website and you can click the Walmart only button, and then it'll only list things that Walmart sells. Unfortunately, this is being provided by a third party. I know here where I live, the Walmart never seems to have any sort of sports cards on the shelves. I do pop in every once in a while taking a look. I never ever see any there. But I am hearing stories of Walmarts across Canada and in the US, Walmarts and Targets, where you can actually purchase these off the shelves at a regular price, not this inflated price that you see on the web. So I guess that shouldn't discourage you from trying to go into your local Walmart and finding some cards there. All right, if you're joining a little bit late again, apologies, but the break did not sell out tonight. We were about 6 spots shy. And when a break doesn't sell out, we just push it to the next week. If you do have a spot in what would have been tonight's break, it will be next week instead on Thursday, March 28th. You still have your spots there. And of course, we shouldn't have a problem getting the remaining 6 spots sold, and we'll be live next week ripping. So in place, I am opening up some of this Series 2 that I got from Walmart. We'll start with this one oversized box here. And, you know, I guess what we're hoping to find in here is of course, the Connor Bedard Young Gun, which is possible in retail. You can certainly get that in here. What you cannot get in retail is the gold, the bounty card that has that $1 million bounty on it. That would not be found in a retail box. It would only be found in hobby. But there are some potentially good cards here in the retail box. I've seen some good pulls online. I've been watching a few rips myself. And hopefully tonight we'll find something. So let's get cracking into her. Find out what our oversized Young Gun is. It is not a Bedard. But hey, not a bad one at all. He is actually making quite a surge. I'm quite pleased with him. His Young Gun, I think, is going to hold some value. So in terms, I guess, of a jumbo oversized Young Gun, that's not a bad one to get. As you can see, the size of these things, they are certainly jumbo. A little bit hard to collect myself. I've never really been interested in the jumbos. I know there are people that love these things. They collect them, and for me, it's just a lot of real estate that I don't have. I do like the size of the card. Like, you can see everything a lot better. I guess if you were gonna maybe put that in a picture frame or something, could be unique. But to store it, you know, in your typical hobby collection, the boxes and so on that you would put them in, they're just not big enough. Anyway, neat card. So you get 3 packs in the oversized blaster, the exclusive Walmart product, and in here you get 12 cards per pack. So there's 3 packs, 36 cards in total. And from what I understood from the blasters, and I did not open any of the blasters, and I honestly, when I pulled these out, I don't know if I mixed them up. But the Young Gun was in the very first pack of every blaster I've seen opened, which to me is a little bit dangerous. That poses the potential for scammers to open that very first pack, get the Young Gun, and then put these up for resale somewhere else online, or maybe at a card show or something, and people are unsuspectingly buying these hoping they have a chance at a Young Gun, and there's none inside because they came out of the first pack. Don't know if that's true or not. This is what I've been seeing so far, and you can get the possibility of getting 2 Young Guns in a blaster box, and so I guess there is the potential there. Just something to be aware of if you're watching. Be aware of that. So let's open this up here and see what we get. So we got a lot of base cards in here. There should still be the same formula as the hobby boxes, with 3 cards in the center that will be parallels, possible inserts, and of course Young Guns. Will not get the 1-of-1s in retail, but we do have our base cards, and we've got our first insert card here. This is a glossy rookie. No, not a rookie, just a glossy Matthew Coronado. We've got a Jason Robertson portrait and a PC. This is the player character. This is a Keller, and on the back you'll see it's a player character. They're trying to mimic sort of a video game look, and that's what that looks like. And then the rest of these will be base cards. Nothing too special in that particular pack. Get into the second one here. So if that was in fact the very first pack out of this box, and again, I may have mixed them up, there was no Young Gun in that first pack, so I don't know if the Walmart ones are different. I'll pay more attention when I open this box here to the order. Get through our base here, and we have a Director of Boards. This is Olivier. These cards are meant for the hitters in the game, the tough guys. I guess it's kind of nice they got their own sort of cards. Typically, you know, the superstars are the ones that always get the special parallels or inserts. This is a new one from this year with the Director of Boards. We've got a Superstar Honor Roll, Edvidson, And what do we got here? Austin Watts. We got 2 director boards in 1 pack. That's a little bit of a shame. It would have been nice to have a bit more variety. And last pack. Hopefully it has a young gun. My understanding is that in a blaster you get at least 1 young gun. I would hope in the oversized blaster you would get one as well. Okay, a bunch of base here. Oh, we got a Dazzler, green Dazzler. Philip Forsberg. Oh, and interesting here, we've got a glaring. So these glaring cards are extremely rare. This is just a close-up of a player's face. This, of course, Forsberg. Very rare. In all of the hobby boxes I've opened thus far, I've only gotten 1. I don't know if it's a case thing or if it's just, you know, so many boxes. I have not checked the odds on it, to be honest. If I probably should. But pretty rare, and to get it out of a retail blaster is pretty cool. Then we have our Young Gun A again. We got the Jumbo and the Mini. Let me put those side by side. Oh, and we got an Upper Deck canvas, the John Beecher. This guy just seems to follow me around. I get tons of his rookie cards. I think this is the 4th canvas that I have of his. You know, decent young gun, but I don't know why. He seems to follow me around. And I think everybody that opens cards has that one player that just seems to follow them around. So there's the difference between the regular young gun and the oversized. Of course, you can see the difference there. But yeah, pretty cool. I'll take that. You know what? Out of a retail box, I guess if there's a young gun, this one's not a bad one. Of course, Leo Carlsson is another good one outside of Bedard. And why don't we? Yeah, we'll open the second one. Again, if you're just joining us here and we're expecting to watch the live break for this evening, this is not the live break. Please don't panic. This is not what you bought into. The live break for this evening did not sell out. We were about 6 spots shy. So it's been pushed to next Thursday. That's March 28th. Your spots are still there. You're still good. You don't need to do anything different. Just show up on next Thursday to watch live instead. And like I said, we were only about 6 spots shy of selling out, so I have no concerns. It'll be sold out for next Thursday, and of course we'll be a go at that point. All right, let's make sure I pay attention to how I pull these out this time. So we have our oversized. To be honest, I really don't know too much about this particular rookie. I'm not sure. I don't think he's one of the ones that are well sought off after. I don't recognize the name, so if I don't recognize the name, I would have to think he's not one of the top, say, 10 potential young guns in Series 2. But I could be wrong. So I pulled them out exactly like that. I'm going to open the top one this time first to see if the young gun is in there and if this particular product follows the pattern of the blaster boxes, the retail blasters, with the young gun being in the first pack. All right, so we got our base. We got a glossy. Look at that. A glossy Connor Bedard right out of a retail. That is sweet. I'll take it. It's not the young gun, but it's still a Bedard card. And you know what? This looks like it's in pretty darn good shape. Set this aside while we go on to the other. Oh, no. Oh, wow. Look at that. Out of 1 box. Okay, I take it back. Maybe Walmart should be charging as much as they are. No, I'm kidding. They should not. The price they're charging is absolutely insanity. But this is the... I'm a little bit speechless. I mean, geez. 2 Connor Bedards, 1 pack, 1 oversized blaster. Personally, myself, I've now opened 6 hobby boxes. 6 hobby boxes of my own. And not got a single Connor Bedard card of any kind. Not an insert, not a checklist, nothing. And here in 1 box, I get 2. The world works in mysterious ways. This is outstanding. If you were watching our live break last week, we did have a person, Roger A, who ended up with Chicago. We pulled the young gun last week. And so this is 2 young guns in a row, back-to-back weeks. Not in a break with me ripping this time, but last week was an actual break. And Roger landed the Young Gun. So let me just put that down in a top loader right away. I don't want to chance wrecking that card in any way, shape, or form. And then the Glossy. If you can't tell, I'm still a little shocked. I think that deserves a bit of a card cam, and let's set this one up right here. Wow, fantastic. Super cool. And then we got another director of boards. Can't see how there would be much more in this particular box that can possibly top that. We still got 2 more packs to go out of that box. In case you're wondering, I did order these off of Walmart, so they were on Walmart very briefly at normal retail pricing. I managed to grab a few of them. I thought, you know what, I'll try my hand, and I wanted to do a bit of a video showing the difference between the various products that are offered. This one, the smaller one, the blaster, the tins. And I thought, I'll take a flyer. I'll buy some of these. And literally 2 hours later, I was checking Walmart because I thought, you know what, I should buy more of these, and I'll stock up on some. And the price had gone absolutely crazy again. If you didn't see it earlier, this is the Walmart pricing that is on their website as of 7 o'clock this evening. So that box that I just opened is selling for $125, and I think, don't quote me on this, I think I paid, maybe it was 40. I think I paid 40 for it, and I think I paid 50 or 60 for the bigger box. Maybe it was 49 and 59. I can't recall, but it was reasonably priced. As of this evening, absolute insanity. All right, back to this box here. Sorry, a little bit of a sidetrack there. Go through the base. We got our very first Instinctive that we've seen, and this is the Sparkle version. As you can see, when you move the card around, it's got some what looks like glitter. The regular cards are just the metallic with no glitter or sparkle to them. So that's the Sparkle. Got an honor roll here of Owen Beck, and a PC player character of Mitch Marner. Hopefully his injury is going to not be as bad. They're predicting he might be out until closer to the playoffs, which not good for the Leafs. Last here we got Deep Roots. This is a pretty cool card. I'm really digging these. I think personally, for my own personal collection, I am going to try to get a full set of these. I think they look fantastic. They're just beautiful cards, and if you have a chance to actually to feel them, they just feel silky smooth. And then of course the roots are embossed into the card. Super well done card by Upper Deck. Speaking of playoffs, if you've been following the Professional Women's Hockey League, they have a very interesting format. This is pretty cool. This is something I think the NHL should look seriously at. And, you know, Brian Burke was, I think, a pretty polarizing person in the NHL. You either loved him or hated him. He's one of the main drivers between the Professional Women's Hockey League. And, of course, he's been very creative. This is what they've done for teams that are out of the playoff mix. So Chicago, I think it was almost 2 weeks ago, they were mathematically out of the playoffs. They could not get in the playoffs. And typically what happens in the NHL is now that team, they're racing to be last place so that they can get a first-round draft pick, or at least have better odds in the lottery towards a first-round draft pick. And Brian Burke has realized this and said, listen, guys, this is insanity. We got people paying good money for tickets. They're going to these games, and we want them to continue to go to these games. But at the same time, we're incentivizing the team to tank. We're incentivizing them to lose. So the PWHL, what they've done, and this is just brilliant, once you are mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, you start to get points. And the more points you get, the higher your ranking towards the lottery. So these are not points as in standings in the NHL to get back into the playoffs or anything like that. The points are put towards your standings in the lottery. The team with the most points has the higher chance at the number one draft pick. And so even though you're eliminated, there's now still incentive for you to continue to try and to continue to win so that you have a better shot at the lottery pick. It also, I think, helps teams from unloading all of their players to try to mortgage the farm to try to get that number one pick by being last place. And okay, we're going to get rid of everyone. This might encourage you to actually hang on to those players or some of them, so that yeah, you're eliminated from the playoffs, but you have to continue to win to get points to get higher up in the lottery. Pretty interesting idea. So I don't know if the NHL might consider that in the future. I know the GMs met just this last week. A lot of things sure on the agenda. I doubt that was one of them. I think they're probably going to wait and see how it plays out for the Professional Women's Hockey League, and could this somehow be adapted to the NHL? Interesting concept. Anyway, I digress. Back to the Walmart ones. This is the I don't know what they call this one. Maybe they call this one the oversized blaster. I'm not sure what the terminology is, to be honest. It's a retail pack. It is bigger. This one's got 12 cards per pack, 7 packs. The one I just opened had 3 packs. Oh, geez, you know what? I forgot about this one. I still got so excited with the Bedard cards. I thought, well, that box is done. I still have one more pack here. Let me open this one. All right, we got a glossy of Pettersson. Big contract for him. Lots of people saying, well, it wasn't worth it, or, it's right on par with Nylander. If you look at their stats, I'd say Pettersson's actually a little bit better in the stat box than Nylander. One could argue that Nylander's contract might have been a bit high, but good for Pettersson. Portrait, Nugent Hopkins, Instinctive, Binnington, and that's the regular Instinctive. We had the Sparkle version earlier. That's what the regular looks like. It's just a metallic without all the little sparkles. And then some base. All right, so that's the 2 smaller boxes. Again, I'm not sure the correct terminology for these. If someone is watching, they throw it in chat or put it in the comments in the YouTube comments. But there's the smaller version and this bigger version. So this one here, 12 cards per pack, 3 packs per box. This bigger one is 12 cards per pack, 7 total packs per box. And the ones that I just opened, 1 Young Gun per seems to be the average. Not saying you couldn't get 2, but I think 1 is the average on those smaller boxes. So if you are going to a Walmart, Target, or anywhere else that sells these particular products, that's kind of what you're looking at. I believe there's at least 2 in this particular box. Maybe a bit of a shout out as well. This Saturday, so a couple days from now, here in my hometown of Moncton, New Brunswick, there is a sports card show. It is the Hub City Sports Card Show on March 23rd from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's on 84 Broadway Street. I will actually have a table there, so if you're in the neighborhood, please stop by, say hello. And there is another sports card show that is on this Sunday. It is called, off the top of my head now, I can't remember the name of it. Apologies to the organizer. But it is all on the Sunday, and it is remember the name of the place it is. If you were to Google it up, Sports Card Show Sunday, March 24th, I'm sure that you would be able to find it. It is here in town. All right, back to this product. Let's get this thing open up. All right, so we got our 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7th one is actually this one. So there's really 6 packs of the retail, and then there is the exclusive. These are the die cut cards. So open that one at first. Ooh, Zach Benson. That's a rookie I think everyone should keep their eye on. I think I've said that a couple times now in some of the Is there oh, and it's a red. I don't think it's numbered or anything. No, it's just a red parallel. Coronado and Brock Faber. He's quietly having a really good year. Well, maybe not so quietly if you're in that market. I guess here in Canada, sometimes we don't hear as much about the superstars in the U.S., much more so than I think the U.S. hears about the Canadian superstars. But I think Brock Faber has been doing extremely well. So I'll take that, Benson. That's a nice one. And I'm a fan of the die cut cards. I know that McDonald's had some really cool die cut cards here in Canada. I'm not sure if they did them in the U.S. They were pretty cool. I enjoyed those. I don't know if McDonald's is going to do any sort of cards in the near future or not. I know Tim Hortons does, of course, but I don't know if McDonald's is going to do that again. All right, so ripping into this particular box, hoping for at least 2 Young Guns. And again, on the inserts, you're not going to find that gold 101 in this particular product either, but there can be some nice inserts. Looks like we have a Young Gun. So there's our first Young Gun. An honor roll. And a Director of Boards, Josh Brown. The rest should be base. Yep. Love these close-ups of the masks. A glossy of Draisaitl. Sparkle. No, not Sparkle, just a Blue Dazzler. Carlson. And a PC of McKinnon. Another glossy. This one's a gold glossy. Zegras, unfortunately, he's a guy who's kind of fallen from grace a little bit. His Young Gun's starting to come down in value. Had super high potential, although look at the team he's playing on right now. There's the difference, the gold on the right, the silver or regular on the left. Instinctive, Hellebuck. Arguably one of the top goalies in the league at the moment. Here we go, another canvas. And didn't I just say that earlier? That this guy just follows me around, and every time that I get a Young Gun canvas, it is Beecher. I don't know what it is. A magnet for me. I've got lots of them. If he's your guy, reach out, because I got a mitt full. Glossy of Tkachuk. PC of Dylan Larkin, and a Deep Roots of, is that, oh, Ekblad. The Young Gun, Delgazzo. So that's two Young Guns. Oh, wow. Unbelievable. Bedard Knight. Got a Connor Bedard portrait. Just make sure there's nothing else here. Connor Bedard portrait to go along with the glossy and the Young Gun tonight. Unreal. If I was somebody who believed in conspiracy theories, and I don't, one might think that Walmart has a bit more Bedard cards in their boxes. Please don't buy into that. Please don't buy into that. That's just me goofing around. Don't go out trying to buy all these boxes from Walmart because I just said that you might have better odds. I don't think that's the case. I think I'm just getting extremely lucky tonight with the pulls that I've got. Actually, really like. I'm not a great fan of the portrait cards. I kind of like that one, how it's got the Chicago Blackhawks logo in the background. I'm not a fan of the rest of the portrait cards, so I think they look a bit goofy. I see what they're trying to do, kind of add a little bit of fun to things, but I think they look a bit goofy. Lots of people love them. And we got here, so we got a Sparkle PC, Stützle. Another three young guns in that box. Matt Murray. Matthew Nyes. And the rest is base. Pretty darn good box, I'd say. All right, last box. All right, so we got our exclusives pack. These are the die cut rookie cards. Thought he had a mustache there. It's not a mustache, it's his mouth guard. I don't know how well that shows up. Oh, are you kidding me? They still selling lottery tickets? I got to go to the gas station. I got to buy some lottery tickets. This is incredible. 4 boxes, 4 Bedards. Oh, gee, I thought I had 2 there for a second. I was like, whoa. Unbelievable. I got to buy some lottery tickets. This is insane. 4 retail boxes, 4 Bedards. To be fair, 2 of them were in one box, so one box didn't have any Bedards. It's not like every box had a Bedard. But for 3 out of 4 boxes to have Bedard cards in it, I can't even begin to describe the odds of that happening, because they're not stacked up in retail. So please don't watch this video and go, I got to go to Walmart and buy some of these cards, because clearly they're in every box. This is not typical. This is not typical. I've watched guys opening up full cases of tins and full cases of blasters and full cases of product, and this is not a typical result. The silence probably speaks for itself. I'm speechless. This is great, and we haven't even opened these yet. There's at least 2 young guns in here, maybe 3. Wow. There's a glossy of Robertson. Instinctive. Canvas of Matt Murray. That's a cool card, actually. I like that. That's a really neat card with the kids and everything in it. We got a young gun here. I'm not very familiar with Actel. The camera's focusing well there. I'm not too familiar with him. Zegras portrait. And Ecliptic. I think that might be the first Ecliptic we've pulled tonight. It's a new insert for this year. And then a bunch of base. Okay, Glossy of Draisaitl. That's the second Draisaitl for tonight. Okay, so if you're going to have a player, that's not a bad one to get. Instinctive. Sogard. Deep Roots. Love those cards. Roman Yossi. Glossy of Kachuk. Robertson. PC. Deep Roots. Letang. Another glaring. Kaprizov. We pulled the glaring in the smaller of the retail blaster that I opened. This is out of the double or the larger blaster. These are I'm gonna have to look up the odds, but I've opened a lot of hobby boxes and only gotten one of these so far in my hobby pulls. 6 boxes that I've opened of my own, plus 4 through break. No, 2, maybe 2 in breaks. I don't know what to think of these cards. I don't know. Director boards. Let me know what you think of the glarings. Okay, we got an Ecliptic. Sparkle. No. Yeah, it's Sparkle version. Hunter Shepherd. Decent young gun. Gutman. So it appears that in the oversized blaster, double blaster, not sure what the terminology is for that box, but it appears that in these boxes, you get 3 young guns. So this is definitely the better buy over. Sorry, I just had to reach for the other box. When you compare these two products, the one here on the left, there was 1 young gun. So it says right there, collect at least 1 young gun per box. And this one says collect at least 2. Maybe I just got really, they're always on average. And I say this tongue in cheek, maybe I just got lucky tonight. No kidding. No kidding. But in both of the boxes I opened of this size, there was 2 young guns in it. Or 3, sorry, 3, not 2. It says 2 on average, but I got 3 in mine. These ones I only got 1, which is what it says, collect at least 1. And if I remember correctly, this one on the right was just under twice the price of the one on the left. So this is definitely the better buy in terms of number of cards that you get and chances at young guns. Of course, if you're a collector of the oversized young gun, then this is the only way to get them, is in this box. If you're a collector of the die cut cards, this is the only type of box you can get those in. I'll probably do a video at some point comparing, not the Walmart exclusives, or maybe I will. Maybe I'll compare all the products. It'll be the Walmart exclusives, the retail blasters, the tins, the hobby, and what you can get inside of each of them. In terms of young guns, it's 1 out of here, 2 out of here. A tin has 4, hobby has 6. And if that's all you're chasing, if all you're chasing is the young guns, then hobby boxes are not the way to go, especially with the current price structure. Hobby box right now is about $380 plus tax in Canada. And you get 6 young guns. So if you divide that out, how much do you pay for a box? How much does it work out per young gun? And you do that with each of these products, I think you would find that your blasters or tins are probably a little bit better in terms of price per young gun, but you don't get the chance at the really big insert cards, the gold 1-of-1s, the other cards that would sell for real premium dollars over and above a Bedard Young Gun, of course. A Bedard Young Gun is something that everyone's chasing right now. I don't know, all very interesting in terms of the various products that are offered. Absolutely stunned tonight to open up 4 different boxes, and 3 of the 4 had Bedard cards in it. 1 of them had 2 Bedard cards. If this was not live and being recorded live, I don't think anyone would believe me. They'd think it was staged somehow. Maybe I pre-opened them. I don't know, because this is not at all typical. If you did tune in tonight live to watch, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you're just watching this later on YouTube, add some comments in there. Love to hear from you and what you'd like to see in future rips. What kind of boxes would you like to see in breaks? Love to also hear from you what you think of the different inserts from this year's 23-24 Series 2. We got the Ecliptic, Director Boards, the Glaring. These are all very interesting new inserts. What do you think of those? If you are in town this weekend, there are 2 card shows that are in town. One is the Hub City one on Saturday, the 23rd, March 23rd, and the other one is Sunday, March 24th. And forgive me, I don't have the venue off the top of my head. I can't remember what it is. I think it's the Club d'Âge d'Or, which in French is like the Golden Age Club. I believe that's where it is. Actually, it is. That's the place on the 24th. That's the Sunday. And the Saturday is at the Knights of Columbus, which is at 84 Broadway Street in Moncton. I will have a table at the one here on the 23rd, and I hope to see some of you there. If you are interested in live breaks, I would send you over to maritimesportscards.com. We do live breaks every single Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Atlantic. Breaks that I'm doing, trying to do them at or very near cost, trying to make it so that everybody can participate, trying to make it affordable for people. The one that's coming up on Thursday, March 28th, going to be 2 boxes of 23-24 Series 2. Right from a fresh case, by the way. I have 6 boxes that I got out of a fresh case. So I bought them from a guy had a case. We opened the case together. I got my 6 boxes. Somebody else got the other 6 boxes. So I have 6 boxes out of a fresh case, 2 of which we're opening next week. I have a box of Artifacts and a box of O-Pee-Chee. All 3 of those products have Bedard potential. However, I'm only selling 31 spots for the break, meaning there is no Chicago. Nobody will be assigned to Chicago. Everybody in the break that is participating that has a spot will be eligible for any of the Chicago cards. So if we pull a Chicago card of any kind, doesn't matter if it's Bedard, somebody else, the Chicago cards will get randomized amongst everybody in the break. And essentially what I'm going to do is just go down the list. So if you have, 3 spots or 4 spots or how many spots you have in the break, you have, of course, better chances of getting some of those Chicago cards. I'd randomize the list of participants. If there's 10 cards, then the first 10 people that are from spots 1 to 10 in the random list that gets generated will assign the cards that way. So everybody's got a shot at potential Chicago cards, including Bedard. You don't have to have Chicago. So I'm trying to do it a little bit different than a lot of breaks that you see out there. Do encourage you to participate if you're interested. MaritimeSportsCards.com. Thanks again, everyone, tonight. I'm off to go get some lottery tickets.